Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about solving problems involving quadratic equations and we're dealing with integers. So without further ado, let's do this topic. Now I will give you 3 examples class for you to really understand this one. Once again class, if you're dealing with problem solving, the first thing that you need to do is you need to understand the problem. So let's start with example number 1. The product of 2 consecutive integers is 56. You're told to find the integers. So the word product there, it means that's the answer when you multiply numbers. Example, what is the product of 2 and 3? Of course, our answer is 6, right? Why is that, sir? Because 2 times 3 is equals to 6. The word product is the answer when you multiply numbers. So the product of 2 consecutive integers. What do you mean by consecutive integers? Of course, we know integers that are whole numbers, positive and negative. Once again, class, integers are whole numbers. Now, what do you mean by consecutive integers? Now, the word consecutive there, class, it means the number is one after another. Let me give you example, class. If I will say 1, 2, and 3, these are consecutive integers. The number is one after another. Another example, if I will say 3, 4, and 5, these are consecutive integers. The number is one after another. Another example, last one example, 21, 22, 23, these are consecutive integers. So the product of 2 consecutive integers is 56. Find the integers. Of course, class, without making the equation, we know that the answer is 7 and 8. Question, why is that, sir? Is 7 and 8 consecutive integers? Yup. 7 and 8 are consecutive integers. Now, when you multiply 7 and 8, the answer is 56, right? Therefore, the answer is 7 and 8. But the question there, class, how will you write the equation? Because if I will say, class, the product of 2 consecutive integers is 420. Of course, it's hard for us, class, to find the 2 integers that their product is 420. But for 56, of course, we know the answer is 7 and 8 because 7 times 8, that is 56. Now, what if I say the product of 2 consecutive integers is 420? What will be those integers? Of course, we need to write the equation. Alright, so let's write the equation, class. So if you have example like this, class, you need to write the equation. So the product of 2 consecutive integers is 56. You're told to find the integers. So first thing to do, class, we let x be the first integer. Be the first integer, first number. So let x be the first number. So if we let x be the first number, so you assume any number, class. If I will say x is the first number, if I will say 1, x is equals to 1, what would be the next number, class, after 1? Of course, the next number after 1, that would be 2, right? Once again, 1, then the next number is 2. Question, how will you get 2? If x is 1, therefore the next number, it should be x plus 1. Question, why is that, sir? Why is it x plus 1? Because if x is 1, once again, if x is 1, simply substitute, class. Once again, if x is 1, so 1 plus 1, the answer is 2. So therefore, the next equation, class, will be x plus 1. X plus 1 will be the second number. Now, once again, class, you will be confused, class, sir, why is it x plus 1? Let me give you another example, class, for you not to be confused. Once again, class, we don't know the number yet. We assume, class, that we don't know the number yet. We assume that x will be our first number. So, x will be our first number. If I will say that x is 30, okay, if I will say x is equals to 30, assume any number, class. If x is equals to 30, what would be the next number after 30? Of course, that would be 31, right? 30, the next number will be 31. Now, how will you get 31? Of course, that would be x plus 1. Question, why is that, sir? Because if x is 30, of course, substitute the value of x, that is 30. So, 30 plus 1, the answer is 31. Therefore, the next equation, class, will be x plus 1. I hope you get this one, class. Okay, I hope it's clear for you. Let me give you last one example, class. If I will say, once again, class, we don't know the number yet. We assume any value for x. If I will say x is equals to 5, Of course, the next number will be 6, right? If x is 5, okay, if x be the first number, if our x is 5, be the first number, what would be the second number? What would be next to 5? Of course, that's 6, right? Now, how will you get 6? Of course, simply add 1 for x. So that would be x plus 1. Because if x is 5, 5 plus 1, that would be 6. Therefore, the next equation will be x plus 1. So this will be our equation, plus x multiplied by x plus 1. The answer is 56. So that's the thing there, class. You assume any number for x, and then the next number will be x plus 1. I hope it's clear for your class with regards to number 1. Alright, so this will be, once again, the product of two consecutive integers. So this will be our equation. This will be our first number, x, and our second number is x plus 1. So their product, class, once again, the product of two consecutive integers. So their product, x multiplied by x plus 1, the answer is 56. Once again, is there, class, it means equals in mathematical equation. Is equals, then 56. So the product of two consecutive integers, so once again, these are the equation, two consecutive integers, x and then x plus 1, is equal to 56. And then simply distribute, class. So x times x, that would be x squared. And then x times positive 1, that's positive 1x, or we can write x. That's okay, class. Understood that there's 1 here. So x times 1, that would be 1x, or x, equals 56. Alright, and then this is a quadratic equation. You need to transform it into standard form. So standard form, transpose 56 from right to left. So this will be x squared plus x, this is positive, it will be negative 56 equals 0. And this will be the standard form. Now, once you have this one, class, you can factor this out. I hope you remember this one, class, with regards to factoring. So if you want to learn more about factoring, I will just put the link on the description down below. So to factor this out, class, you think of a number that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get negative 56. When you combine, you will get positive 1. Of course, for negative 56, that would be positive 8 and negative 7, right? Positive 8 and negative 7. Why is that, sir? Because if you multiply 8 times negative 7, you will get negative 56, right? Positive times negative is negative. 8 times 7, that's negative 56. If you combine 8 combined with 8 plus negative 7, if the signs are not the same, you subtract. 8 minus 7 is 1. Now, 8 is greater than 7, we have positive 1. So, therefore, our factors, this will be positive 8 and then negative 7. So, our factors is positive 8 and then negative 7. So, x plus 8, and then the other one, x minus 7, equals 0. And then, equate this one into 0. So, x plus 8 equals 0. The other one, x minus 7, equals 0. So, transpose 8 from left to right, as well as negative 7 from left to right. So our x equals, this is positive 8, it will be negative 8. And x equals, this is negative 7, it will be positive 7. Once again, class, if you're dealing with problem solving, your answer, class, you need to select the positive x value. So therefore, class, our answer is 7. Once again, class, always select the positive answer if you're dealing with problem solving. So our answer, class, for x, that is 7. So therefore, our first number is 7. Once again, x is equals to 7. Alright, so our x is equals to 7. So x is equals to 7. That would be our first number. Because x be the first number, so x equals 7. So therefore, second number, x plus 1. So simply substitute the value of x. Once again, our x is 7. So 7 plus 1 is equals to 8. So therefore, our second integer, that is 8. That's it, class. All set for example number 1. I hope it's clear for you guys for example number 1. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 2. Alright, so let's work on example number 2. The product of two consecutive odd integers is 99. Find the integers. Now, what are those odd integers? So, odd integers, that would be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on. We call this one odd numbers because the number is not divisible by 2. We cannot divide this number by 2, and this is what we call, class, odd integers. And these are consecutive odd integers. That would be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on. Alright, so once again, we don't know the number yet, so we let x be the first integer. So let x be the first integer or first number. So if we assume class any number for x, if I will say x is equals to 3, x is equals to 3. Now, what would be the next number after 3? Of course, there would be 5, right? Once again, these are consecutive odd integers. Once again, class, we assume any number for x. If x is equals to 3, the next number after 3, that is 5. Now, how will you get 5? Once again, class, do not include 4, class, because 4 is not an odd integer. 4 is an even number. So, do not include 4, class, after 3. It should be consecutive odd integers. So, 4 is not included, class. Once again, if we let x be equals to 3, the next number is 5, right? Question, how will you get 5? Of course, we need to add 2. That would be x plus 2. Why is that, sir? Because if x is equals to 3, x is equals to 3 plus 2, the answer is 5. So therefore, class, the second equation, that would be x plus 2. And be the second number. Once again, class, let me just explain this one, class, for you not to be confused. We don't know the number yet, so we let x be the first number. If I will say that x is equals to 11, what would be the next number after 11? Add numbers. Of course, once again, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. These are odd numbers, consecutive odd integers. So the next number after 11, that is 13, right? Question, how will you get 13? Of course, simply add 2 to 11. That would be x plus 2. Why is that, sir? Because if x is equals to 11 plus 2, that would be 13. Therefore, class, the equation, that would be x plus 2. Be the second number. So our first equation, first number, that would be x. The second number, that would be x plus 2. I hope it's clear for your class with regards to this one. Once again, class, you assume any number for x. Last one example, class, if I will say x is equals to 15, what would be the next number after 15? Once again, consecutive odd integers. That would be 17, right? 17, 19, 21, and so on. So how will you get 17? Of course, that would be x plus 2. Because if x is 15, 15 plus 2, that would be 17. Therefore, the second equation will be x plus 2. Alright, and this will be, so copy, once again, their product of two consecutive odd integers. So their product, x multiplied by x plus 2, is 99. There is equal sign, then 99. And then distribute x times x, that would be x squared. X times 2, that's positive 2x, equals 99. And then we transpose 99 from right to left. So this is positive, it will be negative. So x squared plus 2x minus 99 equals 0. And then we factor this out, class. For negative 99, you find two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get negative 99. If you combine, you will get positive 2. Of course, there would be 11 and 9, right? So one number should be negative because this is negative 99. So there would be negative 9. So there would be positive 11 and then negative 9. Why is that, sir? Because if you multiply 11 times negative 9, that's negative 99. If you combine positive 11 plus negative 9, so positive 11 plus negative 9, if the signs are not the same, positive, negative, subtract 11 minus 9 is 2, and then copy the sign of the larger number. So copy positive sign. So that would be positive 2. Therefore, our factors, there will be positive 11, then negative 9. So this will be x plus 11, the other one x minus 9 equals 0. Alright, and then equate this one into 0. So x plus 11 equals 0, the other one, x minus 9 equals 0. Transpose 11 from left to right, same with negative 9. So this will be x equals, this is positive 11, it will be negative 11. So x equals, this is negative 9, it will be positive 9. Once again, class, if you're dealing with problem solving, you need to get the positive value for x. So therefore, our answer is positive 9. And this will be the value of x. Once again, class, always select the positive answer for x. So our x is equals to 9. Alright, so our x is equals to 9. And that would be our first number. X is equals to 9. So what would be our second number, class? So that would be x plus 2 equals, so x plus 2, once again, our x is 9. So 9 plus 2, our second number is 11. Alright, so can we get 99 if we multiply 9 and 11? Yup, 9 times 11, that is 99. Are these consecutive odd integers? Yup, 9 and 11 are consecutive odd integers. So it would be 9, then 11, then next will be 13. So these are consecutive odd integers. So therefore, class, our answer is correct. That would be 9 and 11. Alright, so last example, class. Example number 3. Alright, so we're down to the last example, class. Example number 3. The product of two consecutive even numbers is 120. Find the numbers. Now, what are those even numbers, class? That's correct. That would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. These are even numbers, and these are consecutive even numbers. So the product of two consecutive even numbers is 120. Once again, class, we don't know the number yet, so we let x be the first number. So let x be the first number. Once again, class, we assume any value for x. If x is equals to 2, what would be the next number, class, after 2? Once again, class, it should be even number because we are told to find two consecutive even numbers. So the next number after 2, that's 4, right? Question, how will you get 4? Of course, that would be x plus 2. Why is that, sir? Because if x is equals to 2, simply substitute the value of 2. So x is equals to 2. So 2 plus 2, that's equals to 4. Therefore, class, the next equation will be x plus 2. So x plus 2 be the second number. So I hope it's clear for you, class. Let me give you another example, class. Once again, we don't know the number yet. So we know that these are consecutive integers, consecutive even integers. So if we assume, class, x is equals to 8. If we assume that x is equals to 8, what would be the next number after 8? Of course, that's 10, right? The next number after 8, that's 10. Once again, class, do not include 9 because 9 is not an even number. So these are consecutive even numbers. So the next number after 8, that's 10. Question, how will you get 10? Of course, simply add 2 by 8, right? 8 plus 2, that is 10. So therefore, the next equation will be x plus 2. Why is that, sir? Because if x is equals to 8, 8 plus 2, the answer is 10. Therefore, our next number, our next equation will be x plus 2. I hope it's clear for you, class, with regards to this one. Once again, if we assume that x is equals to 8, to get the next number, that would be 10, right? How will you get 10? Simply add 2. That would be 8 plus 2, and that is 10. So that's why, class, we have second number, that is x plus 2. Alright, and then once you have the equation, class, simply multiply because their product is 120. So x times x plus 2 equals 120. And then distribute x times x, that would be x squared. X times 2, that's positive 2x, equals 120. And then transpose 120 from right to left. Alright, so this will be x squared plus 2x. This is positive 20. Once you transfer from this equal sign, you change the sign. This will be negative 120 equals 0. Alright, and then you factor this out, plus you think of two numbers that when you multiply the two numbers, you will get negative 120. When you combine, you will get positive 2. Of course, there would be, for 120 negative, there would be 12 and 10, right? Now, since this is negative 120, one number should be negative, and it will be negative 10. Question, why is that, sir? Why is that, sir? Because if we multiply 12 times negative 10, you will get negative 120. If you combine positive 12 plus negative 10, if you combine this one, class, of course, there will be positive 2, right? Unlike signs, positive 12, negative 10. If you're combining unlike signs, simply subtract 12 minus 10 is 2. Then copy the sign of the larger number. 12 is greater than 10, we copy the sign, positive 2. So therefore, class, our factors, there would be x, then positive 12, and then x, then negative 10 equals 0. Alright, and then equate this one into 0. X plus 12 equals 0. The other one, x minus 10 equals 0. And then transpose this 12 from left to right. Same with negative 10, left to right. So this is positive 12. It will be negative 12. So once you transfer from this equal sign, you change the sign. This is positive 12. It will be negative 12. And the other one, x equals, this is negative 10. It will be positive 10. Once again, class, you always select the positive value for x if you're dealing with problem solving. So therefore, our x is equals to 10. Alright, so our first number is equals to 10. So first number is equals to 10. So x is equals to 10. That would be the value of x. Our first number is equals to 10. So therefore, the second number, x plus 2, simply substitute the value of x. That is 10. So 10 plus 2, our second number will be 12. This will be our second number, 12. And we're all set, class. If we multiply, can we get 120? Yup. 10 times 12, that's 120. Are this number consecutive even integers? Yup. These are consecutive even numbers. That's it, class. All set for example number 3. Our answer is 10 and 12. X is equals to 10, and the other one, that is x is equals to 12. So that would be 10 and 12. Alright, so you try this one, class, and you put your answer in the comment section down below. The product of two consecutive odd integers is 143. Find the integer. So you put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. So once again, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.